All right, fellas, let's set the record straight and let the record reflect that your name is absolutely horrible. This is one of the worst anime I've ever seen. This plot is trash. The characters are trash. The anime just sucks, but yet this is one of the most overrated, overhyped, one of the most popular anime of all time. I think it's at like number 11 on my anime list. But of course, that doesn't mean much to us intellectuals over here because we all know that it's mostly just these fat, degenerate slobs, these slimy fucks that just follow the popular consensus on anime. It's absolutely disgusting. But guys, I've been hearing about this anime for a while, the body swapping anime. I think this came out in like 2016 or so, and everyone praises this as like the best anime movie ever, and I'm just not seeing it. What I'm seeing is a piece of garbage, a piece of dog shit, just complete fucking slop, a big bucket of slop for these fat fucking pigs to slide down their throat. It's absolutely disgusting, but nonetheless, guys, this anime sucks, and we're gonna get into it. I don't like to waste my people's time. So, you have this time travel bullshit ass plot that makes no fucking sense. The characters have no depth or interesting development at all. This is supposed to be a romance anime, I guess, even though the main characters only spend time together like one time in the fucking anime, and when it happens, it's a complete fucking plot hole. I know that makes you upset. I know that makes you angry, but that is the reality of the situation, and you need to get it through your thick fucking skull and start thinking with some critical thinking skills and understand that this plot is shit and this has no logic whatsoever. But of course, these room temperature IQ idiots don't care and likely never will. But this plot is basically just these two characters body swap, and you got the girl and the guy, Taki and Mitsuha, and eventually they find out that this comet is going to come down and kill Mitsuha, and her town's going to be obliterated and everyone's going to die. Nothing's really explained in this fucking anime because this comet comes over and I guess it allows them to swap bodies. It's really sporadic. It's not like there's a set period of days they swap. It's just random. Also, they're 3 years apart, so this is a time traveling anime too. It's just fucking trash. It's just not explained at all. That's really the problem with these time travel anime, man. They never make any fucking sense, but of course these retards that are writing it don't care to explain it. So eventually what ends up happening is Taki goes back 3 years in time and Mitsuha goes forward 3 years in time, but they have no idea that they're time traveling. They think they're just in the same timeline swapping bodies because they're too fucking retarded to realize that they've time traveled, even though they check their phone every day. They're probably on their computer every day. You know, you got the little date down in the bottom right corner. They're also students, so they should know what the date is. You know, you write your fucking date on your assignments and shit. It's on the whiteboard or whatever the fuck. And they're also writing in each other's journals to give each other messages when they're in the other one's body. And guys, shouldn't they have just contacted each other as soon as they realize that they're swapping bodies? Like, you'd be like, holy fuck, holy shit, someone's in my body. They're changing my actions of a day. They're messing with my relationships. I'd be pissed off, bro. I want to know who that is. So with that being said, they should have instantly known that they're living in different years, but of course the plot wants to have this dramatic effect of Taki finding out that Mitsuha's gonna die when the comet comes shortly, because I think it's like they're swapping for 2 weeks or whatever, and it's random. They just swap random fucking days. It's not explained at all. This anime is a fucking pile of garbage. Anyways, Mitsuha finds Taki in the middle of Tokyo at one point in this anime, which is crazy because Tokyo is one of the most densely populated cities in the world, if not the most densely populated, and she does this before she even knows who he is. It's not explained. It makes no sense other than it has to do with the comet or something, I guess, but that doesn't actually make sense because I don't think the comet had flown over her town yet. But of course this is garbage ass plot convenience because she somehow finds him in the middle of Tokyo. It's so stupid. Nothing is elaborated upon in this anime, bro. It's just garbage. It's absolutely awful. The plot convenience is insane in this anime. The pacing is terrible as well. The first half is just like this slice of life slop, and then the other half is Taki trying to save Mitsuha because they finally realize that she's gonna get killed. They have this whole wild goose chase in the anime, which is so fucking stupid because Taki is trying to find the town where Mitsuha lives. So he decides to venture all around Japan instead of just looking up towns with lakes on Google Maps. Like, what the fuck is bro thinking, bro? Like, oh yeah, that would require logic and reasoning. Of course, these idiots that wrote this shit can't come up with a logical narrative, and all they can do is dump the budget into the art and animation. Like, he's swapping bodies with her, so he sees the town every time he swaps with her, but he can't just look that up on the internet. It's so fucking stupid. Also, he could just contact her, like, through social media. Like, this is a modern anime. Like, the internet exists, so it's just so fucking stupid. But about the art and animation in this movie, I will say the art and animation is very good, but that doesn't mean piss all when the story is a confusing, convoluted mess that makes no fucking sense. Time time travel animes just never make any damn sense. So the comet makes them body swap and time travel, but it doesn't affect anyone else in the world, I guess. No one else is body swapping, no one else is having these weird problems, no one else is forgetting their memory. So is everyone's memories just getting rewritten, even though she's already confirmed dead in her timeline, but Taki is somehow able to travel back in time to rewrite some of her days, even though what she did those days should already be set in stone because she already lived them. But of course, this is a time travel anime, so it makes no fucking sense. It's just stupid. So Mitsuha and Taki at one point in time, even though they're in different timelines, guys, when Taki goes to that crater where the tree is and he like drinks the sake that Mitsuha had in her timeline, I guess they thought that was gonna like explain it or something. Absolutely fucking not. There's no explanation offered in this anime, which is one of my biggest problems with this. But anyways, they meet, which is a massive gaping fucking plot hole because they're in different timelines, but they end up meeting like physically. So Taki is ahead 3 years, Mitsuha is back 3 years, but somehow they're physically in the same place at the same time in different timelines. It's so fucking stupid, dude. You also have Taki, by the way, I'm just kind of going through points, not necessarily in order, but there's so much slop to get through in this anime, dude. It'd be hard to sit here and try to do it fucking chronologically. But anyways, guys, you have Taki in Mitsuha's body, and somehow Mitsuha's grandma realizes that it's not actually Mitsuha, and it's implied that her father knows that it's not Mitsuha either. It makes no fucking sense. Like, how would they know that? It's fucking awful. And also, at the end, that makes no sense because you would think when Mitsuha's trying to convince everyone to evacuate the town, maybe they would believe her. But no, of course they don't, because that would make too much sense, even though the ending was shit anyways, and we'll get to that. Also, for some reason, at one point in the anime, the journal dates in Taki's journal start disappearing for no fucking reason. Like, what is this comet doing, bro? Like, what is this power? It's so stupid. But it's just another garbage plot point that isn't explained at all, and it's obviously there just for dramatic effect. Also, once they go into the final stage of trying to save everyone from the comet at the end of the anime, Taki and Mitsuha forget each other's name for some reason because the plot needs them to. I guess it's just the fucking unexplained ass, ominous, looming comet that causes all this for some reason. It's so stupid. So they forget each other's name. So I guess it's supposed to be more emotional at the end when they ask each other's names, even though it's not emotional at all, unless you're just mentally stunted, like your physical age does not match your mental age. A bunch of fat 40-year-old basement dwellers who never matured past the age of like 12 or 13, so they sit here and they think this is good, when really if you turned your critical thinking skills on for one moment, you would realize that this shit is trash. So the plan to avoid the comet disaster is that Mitsuha and her friends decide to create a fake wildfire, create a power outage so that everyone has to evacuate their town, and they have someone use the loudspeaker at the school to tell everyone to evacuate. And in the original timeline, like 500 people ended up dying, but of course they changed it to where nobody dies, which is stupid because there was no actual fire, and the loudspeaker girl was shut down pretty quickly after giving her fake announcements. Shout out Key and Peele. And also with that power outage, it's like, yeah, there was a power outage, but usually when a power outage happens, most people just stay at home. They don't evacuate the fucking town. Like, it was so stupid. Somehow Mitsuha convinced her friends that this comet's gonna come over and destroy their town. Like, no one would fucking believe that. They would look at you like you're fucking crazy. Like, what is this writing, bro? But the point is, guys, that it's so fucking stupid that nobody died at the end of this anime, and they effectively rewrote the history of these timelines, and they saved Mitsuha. So this is my problem with these garbage ass time travel plots, bro. So did the whole timeline just get rewritten for everyone? Like, what happened? Like, did everyone in the current timeline just forget that 500 people died 3 years ago and now nobody died? So are they just fucking there now? Did everyone who died, did they just fucking reappear? Like, it's just so fucking stupid, man. The anime just sucks. There's no quality to be found in this. It's trash. It's overrated garbage. Somehow I think this is sitting at like an 8.3 on Mal or something, which just goes to show you how many fucking retards there are on Mal. But nonetheless, guys, the anime just sucks. The ending is terrible. So they find each other again at the ending through some garbage plot convenience. And in the middle of Tokyo yet again, they just happen to run into each other on the metro. And at this point, they forgot their memories. So they don't know each other, but they have a feeling, they have a sense that they know the other one. So they have to run through Tokyo and meet each other at the end. It's so stupid. Guys, and let's be real, Mitsuha should have died. Like, it showed her in the town when the comet hit, but of course there's a time skip and she ends up surviving because it has to have this happy ending for these emotional losers that can't comprehend logic. But it's like, how are you gonna show, like, that's when fucking Goku survives when Namek gets blown up. Like, it's so stupid. You see her in the town when the comet hits, but somehow she makes it out. It's so fucking dumb. But But guys, like I said, they literally just forget their names for no fucking reason, just because seemingly that's the name of the anime and they have to ask what each other's name is at the end. Like, it's so stupid. It's just dumb. It's so dumb, dude. This anime is void of logic. The writers were incredibly inept, but of course this is one of the highest, most popular animes of all time, and it's sad. But overall, guys, the anime is just fucking boring. The plot moves at a snail's pace. Like, seriously, if you have trouble sleeping at night, just put this garbage on because it'll make you pass the fuck out for real. It's so slow. It's a snooze fest. It took me a few days to watch this because I was just so bored getting through it, man. It was a fucking train wreck. It was a chore to get through, man. But also, there's some garbage fan service in this anime, of course, for the fat fucking pathetic slobs that have never interacted with a woman. And the garbage ass fan service also ties into the garbage humor in this anime. Like, seriously, we're just gonna repeatedly make a joke about how every time Taki reincarnates or transforms into Mitsuha's body, he's touching her breast. Like, every time she wakes up when they swap bodies. Like, it wasn't funny the first time and you decide to shove that joke down our throat like 5 fucking times. It's not funny, unless of course you're a low IQ unemployed landwell who's probably living off welfare and you do nothing all day. Then yeah, you would probably find this funny. But for people that actually have high IQs and are able to comprehend logical plots, this shit is garbage and it's just for these fat fucking losers. Anyways, guys, I feel like I've done enough rambling here, and I'm sure I left some criticism out. Like, you could write a book about how many flaws are in this anime, but of course these sheep, these mindless drones, these NPCs that can't form an opinion for themselves love this anime. It's really just sad. But you know what, guys? To you Your Name fans, I really don't hate a lot of you guys because I know a lot of you are mentally ill, and I just hope that you get the help you need. But to the people that actively engage in destroying this industry and flooding it with sheep, you people are disgusting freaks and I want nothing to do with you. Your Name is complete overrated slop and it deserves to be forgotten in time. Fuck this anime.